Hey guys, welcome back to Wild RV Life, where I, Victoria, and Craig, who is currently outside, share with you all of our RV life adventures. This week we're so excited because we're boondocking for the first time ever. Like for real boondocking, not just staying in a rest area for like one night. Check out where we're at. So we're in New Mexico right now near Carlsbad National Park, hoping to explore that later this week. But last night we showed up at this spot. First of all, well, look, there's nobody here. This is an amazing spot. But I'm gonna be honest with you. We tried 2 boondocking spots before this spot. The first one we rolled up on, we already knew that we could only try out one of the first 3 lower spots because reviews said that the road beyond that was too treacherous for a trailer, so we had to go ahead and turn around because the first 3 spots were already filled. The second spot we found was it was kind of packed. It was basically this empty lot, had some spots available, but we were really looking for an experience like this. So I did a little searching on Campendium, found this 1 mile 10 dispersed camping area right off the highway, and here we are. When we got here last night, it was absolutely beautiful. The sunset was just, I don't know, it was amazing. It was setting behind the mountains, and I got out and just was like, wow, this is why we're doing RV life. This is what we've been waiting for. We got in, got the generator set up, and so far, about 1 day in, everything is going great. Fingers crossed it stays that way. All right, so what is boondocking for people who might not know?
Basically camping without any hookups. So no sewer, no water, no electric. A lot of times you can do it on like BLM land.
Which stands for?
Bureau of Land Management. Bureau.
Yes,
yeah.
That's right.
Okay. That was a trick. We found a good spot here. There's no one around except for that bus way over there. It's like 2 or 3 football fields away. For you Americans, I guess. So now we've been using our generator that we got. It's been working great. I tested it off the electric heater and ran the microwave all at the same time. Worked great. Coffee pot, no issues. But we've used about 3.5 gallons of fuel. It's been extra cold today, so I've been running it more for the electric heater. So we're about to go refill the gas and grab some more propane while we're out.
So the good thing about camping on BLM land is that it's free. I think it's always free. I don't know for sure about that. Comment down below if you know otherwise. But it's not completely free because you're gonna spend more money on gas to run your generator and possibly run your propane heater more often. And so you're gonna have to spend more money on propane if it's a little cold like it is for us right now. So we're gonna be keeping track over the next few days how much money we're spending in gas and propane, and we'll let you know what the actual cost of free camping is.
Alright, so we just got done filling up our propane tank, 30-pound tank. It was $18 to fill it up. How long did that one last? We just filled it up when?
Just a few days ago, so we used it all in about a day and a half probably of use.
Yeah, we're running it a lot though. So it was powering our camper furnace, refrigerator, and our
Water heater?
Yep, water heater. So that's a little bit more than typical. Usually we have electric that powers our refrigerator and water heater. But so far, $18. So one of the things about boondocking is that you want to leave no trace or leave it cleaner than you found it. So anything you take in or you got to take out, which means we store our trash in the truck until we can find somewhere to dump it. We know where there's a dumpster kind of just right up the road at a different camp spot that we can dump it at, but we've gotten some questions and comments about the generator, so I'm gonna go over that. Sounds like y'all want to know if it's a inverter generator or not, which it is. It's RV ready. Basically, inverter generator just means it's gonna be a little bit more fuel efficient. When you add a load to it, it revs it up so it can produce enough energy to power whatever you just powered up. If it's not an inverter generator, it kind of tends to just stay throttled up whether it's got a load on it or not. With ours, it's a 30 amp. There is a 30 amp plug. There's 30 amp, there's a 110, a couple USB ports and stuff like that on it. Right here. And it looks really dusty right now. Everything out here in the West is very dry and dusty, okay? I promise it's new. We just got it, first time using it. It looks like it's 15 years old already. It's crazy. With our 30 amp plug, we use an adapter. Our RV's a 50 amp, so we have to have if we go to a campground that only has 30 amps, then we have to use an adapter, which I use on the generator as well. Also, when you plug the 30 amp adapter in, and then you plug your RV in, it's basically like plugging it into a campground's power source. We also upgraded one of our batteries to a Battleborn lithium battery, 100 amp hour battery. So that's here. We wired them parallel so that they don't produce more than 12 volts. It's basically if one drains, the other one kind of fills and they even out. This is a battery monitor here. It lets us know what our batteries are at. We haven't had any issues with them draining or anything, but we've also been running the generator a lot to keep the RV warm.
So we're able to power anything you would normally power whenever you're plugged in at a campground. Our outlets, the microwave, even our AC, we tested it and that works as well. So far, so good as far as power goes. The one thing that is a little different is water. You definitely have to conserve water while you're boondocking because your tanks can only hold so much. What we've been doing is basically using paper plates more. When we take a shower, we use the little turn on off thing so that we can save water. You know, if you're washing your body, you just shut the water off for a second and save water. So I'll bring you guys along tomorrow for a little day in the life of, so you can see what it's like boondocking while working, because it is the middle of the week, and so I should actually probably get back to work right now. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is just before 7 a.m. I'm getting started with work this morning. I am working this week while we're boondocking, and so I'm going to take you along today and show you what it's like, regular day in the life of working while boondocking. When are we having to run our generator? How are we keeping things charged, and all of the above. We charged the laptops and the phones last night before we went to bed, so we didn't have to turn the generator on super early this morning, so I'm good to go for a couple hours. The only bad thing is I can't make my coffee until we turn on the generator, so we'll see how long I last. And yes, it is a little bit chilly this morning, but this is pretty much what I look like every morning before I start work. I get all bundled up until my coffee kicks in on the couch and ease into things. Luckily our internet, like our modem and router and everything, is all hooked up to wired straight into the batteries, and so as long as we have battery power, we don't have to run the generator in order to have Wi-Fi, so it works out great. Okay, I really want some coffee, and I have a call starting in a little while that I don't want my computer to die for, so I'm about to go turn on the generator and get some caffeine in me. Super easy to turn on, only one button, and not really too loud, all things considered. So we used water bottles when we are not hooked up to water because it's just safer that way. With the water in the tank, you really don't know if it's purified, even though we filter it when going on. It's been sitting stagnant, so just have to use water bottles while boondocking. So we turn the generator on and off throughout the day as needed to do things like charge laptops or use the microwave or whatever we might need it for. We don't keep it running all the time to save fuel, and just because we really don't need it that much. However, I did realize that I cannot curl my hair unless it is plugged in, which I've been wanting to do since yesterday. So it's on, so I'm gonna get my hair curling session on right now. It's the evening time now. I have finished up my work day. We went on a hike earlier, obviously turned the generator off while we were gone. Now that we're back, we've got it running so that we can use the microwave and watch some TV, and then we'll turn it off before we go to bed. And that is pretty much a day in the life of us. You may have also noticed that our slide is not out and I'm cooking on the wrong side of the counter. That's because we are on the path to get that fixed. That's why we're in New Mexico right now, because we're heading toward a repair shop in Arizona. So more on that to come. We're getting ready to head out this morning, and we're gonna need to dump the tanks and fill the freshwater tanks. So far, my favorite app for all things boondocking has been Campendium. That's how we found this spot to stay. And then you can also search on Campendium by dump. And then whenever you scroll down to the bottom, it'll tell you whether fresh water is available, or if it's just a dump station, you can read reviews, find out how much it costs. And ideally, our plan is to dump the tanks near where we are right now and then fill the fresh water tank near the next place that we're going, so we don't have to carry all that extra weight with us. But let me go put this in the shower, because that's where our plant lives while we travel. So we ended up using about 2/3 of our freshwater tank over these 4 days. Our black and 2 gray tanks are both 1/3 of the way full, so we did good. We didn't overfill the tanks, we didn't run out of water. And now let's go find Craig and see if he's ready to go. About ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so we are getting ready to head out of here. How much did we end up spending on propane and gas?
I think we spent about 7 gallons worth of gas at $3 a gallon.
$21-ish for 4 nights.
Yeah. And then 2 tanks of propane.
Yes, and those were $18 a piece, so 36, lots of math we're doing today. $36, but we would have used some propane anyways, right? Because it was cold.
It was, yeah, decently cold at night, so we was running everything a little bit more.
So we're looking at about probably $10 a day we're spending to boondock here, but would you say it's worth it?
I think so. Having all this space, being by ourselves.
It was a very exciting experience. I can't believe nothing went terribly wrong. I think our luck's turning around finally, possibly.
That'd be nice. Now you done ruined it though.
I know, I should have said that. Okay, so before I say anything else, just hit the subscribe button, join us on our future adventures, and we'll see you guys next week.